What's the matter, Skeeter? What's the matter? You just got done eating, yeah. You still got water dripping off your beaky bird. Welcome back to the Midday Q&A, Mail Call Edition. I'm your host, the Duckman. Here today is Skeeter the Duck, right, Skeeter? Yeah, you're still molting. Your poor little feathers are all coming out. She lost every feather on her left wing except for that one really long one. She must have dropped that feather sometime earlier in the season, and it's already a new feather, so she hasn't shed that one. The other wing, on the other hand, is kind of rough looking, but still has an awful lot of feathers left on it. I'm sorry. She's very sensitive about her new feathers. You be a good girl. We got boxes today, so let's go ahead and see what we got. Yes, look. We got all kinds of stuff. We got a big one. Boom. That says do not crush on it, but it got crushed and it busted open, so hopefully everything is in there. We got a couple of little ones from Amazon. Well, actually, that's from Avondale. Whoa. Knocked it down on the ground. Avondale Mazda in Arizona. Let's see, we got more Amazon. Something from Horseshack, which looks like a license plate. Doesn't feel like one, though. And something from Amazon. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and bust these open, but we're going to do that in just a moment. First thing I need you guys to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Check out duckshit.net for all my different social media links. You can also find, that's right, Skeeter, you can also find Skeeter's YouTube channel up there on duckshit.net, so that way you can click it, join it, and you can see her videos. Yes, why are you all turned around? Come on, turn around, face everybody. Yeah, we're about to open boxes. You're going to watch me, and there might be food in them. We don't even know. It might be for you. And if it is something for her, it's going to appear over her YouTube channel. Anyways, we'll be right back in just a moment. Thanks for watching. All right, and we are back. Let's see what we're going to open first. Gee, I don't know. Let's just start with this Amazon one. It says Amazon. I hope there's a note in it. It's been far too common. I'd say about half the stuff that gets sent to us, people lose the note or don't put the note in it or something, and I don't even know who sent it, and they don't come forward to say that it was them. See, this one, once again, it looks like there's no note in it. Anyway, oh yeah, let's get weird. No note in it, but yes, this will be worn on the YouTube channel for sure. This will be one of my shirts that I wear. I don't know who to say thanks to, because again, there's no note in there. When you buy something on Amazon and have it drop shipped to me, you can check the box for gift, and you can type in a little note, say who you are, and tell me why you sent it to me. And if you want me to promote your YouTube channel or something, you know, tell me who you are, and I will make sure that I do. But whoever sent this, thank you very much. As always, I say, let's get weird. So if you want to send something in to me, you can find my address up on duckshit.net. And, well, send anything in. It could be a tool, something you want me to review, something for Skeeter, or a gift. In this case, this will be worn up on the YouTube channel when I'm working on a project. Absolutely. Thank you so much, whoever sent it. I wish there was a note in here. No, there's no note at all. Not even a sticker attached to the shirt or nothing. Nope. Well, whoever you were to send it, once again, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll say in the comments that it was you, so we we can give you a proper thank you. Right, Skeeter? Let's put this over here. Yeah, let's get weird. See? Look, maybe you can wear it. You want to wear it? I hear Boomer going nuts. All right, we got one here from Horseshack. It's from Bill, yes, over there in Arnold, Missouri. Let's see. Oh boy, he's really got that taped up. Wish I could find my knife. My stupid knife disappeared last week when I was doing the preparations for the mail call video. And when I started to hit the record button, the damn thing was gone. I don't know where the hell it went. It's got to be right here in this room, but I just have not found it. It's been missing for a whole week. And it's my pocket knife, the one that I carry to work with me every day. which is really kind of important. Well, he's got this thing taped up really, really well. My word. Oh, we got something. Look what we got. Oh, is that a legitimate license plate? It looks like it might be. There's no raised numbers on it, though. Maybe that's how they do it. Oh, we got a note. Duckman, just thought I'd send you something strange for mail call. The state issued new plates for the state 2021 bicentennial. This is my old front plate. I've had these numbers for 22 years. Maybe you'll hang the plate on a nail in your shop. I absolutely will. If not, it'll be in my living room. Keep up the good work. From Bill, St. Louis, Missouri. Bill, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wish I had a 63 VW to shove it on. It has no raised numbers on it. That's really interesting. They probably stopped doing that to save the expense, because the stamping machine, you know, it's a slow process, whereas printing them, or it's like a silk screening that they do to these things anymore, is a much faster, simpler process. But that is really, really nice. I really appreciate that. And yes, it will absolutely go on the wall. If it doesn't go on the wall in the shop, because there's really no wall space in there now, it will go on the living room. And I'll do a video of my living room sometime soon. It's all decorated with all kinds of different Volkswagen parts. It's kind of in the middle of a remodel right now. There's all kinds of crap thrown all over the place. Yeah, it's sloppy. Otherwise, I'd show you. But thank you very much. We appreciate that. Let's put that here. Yes. All right, which one you want to open next, Skeeter? You want to open this one? It's an Amazon one. It's an Amazon one. Look at this. Oh, boy. What could it be? Oh, ooh. Whew. That had a smell to it. Let's see what it is. We do have a note. Or don't have a note. Send a thank you note. Let's see. Anything else here? Oh, there it is. Hi, Duckman. Enjoy your gift from Matt and Carolyn Pinniger. I love them, too. I really, really do. This, if you remember correctly, he sent me the ball powder last time, as well as a few other gifts. We can't discuss what all of them are due to certain issues, but we're going to call it Fight Club soap, because that's what I thought it was when I felt it. This, I can smell it. It's well sealed in a plastic bag, but it smells like menthol. And it says on it, it's dude powder. Long-lasting stank protection. In other words, this is ball powder by any other name. And I would say that based on the menthol chill aspect of it, that when I put this on in the dead of summer, it's going to feel like my balls are in the Arctic. So I am, I'm really excited to try it, really. You want some? Want it? No, you don't want that. We'll put it next to our rubber girl over here. That's it. We still got her censored. At the end of the very last video, in the last couple seconds, almost like I did it on purpose, a piece of tape shot off of one of her nipples. So if you want to go back and watch, you can see it. I didn't even notice it. Somebody pointed it out. But yeah, little rubber girl became uncensored. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. We got another one from Amazon. And we got one from Avondale Mazda. I'm really curious what that is. Wonder if it's like maybe a gift certificate, you know, to go buy a new Mazda. Maybe we could tear an engine out of an RX-8 and put it in the fastback or something. I don't know. All right, what we got? We got paper. We got, oh, more decals. Look at that. And a note from Wade. Wade says, hi, Duckman. Love the channel, and holy crap, 900 videos up? Actually, I think it's like 906 videos at this point. And I've deleted some, so it's actually much more than that. Talk about channel goals. I've been working my way through your catalog. Not sure I'll see them all, but we'll definitely give it a try. I'm a fellow VW nut, so I hope you get a chance to check out the channel Mileage Unknown. And I hope you dig the stickers. They're modeled after my Speedo and my 69 Bug. Bugly. That's the name of it. Bugly. I like that. Keep up the awesome work. I look forward to your updates, Wade. Thank you so much, Wade. I really appreciate it. Check out his channel, Mileage Unknown. I guess you're going to have to do a YouTube search for that. If not, I'll put a link down in the video description so we know how to get you there. There's the decals that he sent over. I've got to figure out where I'm going to put all these decals. I've got so many of them now that I don't think they'd look good on one of my cars. I'm probably going to have to stick them all over my toolbox. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. So thanks, Wade. I really appreciate it. That's really cool, huh, Skeeter? Look at that. I got to find my sticker stack. I've got a whole stack of them right here in the... right here in the in this room, and there's still a few more of them. I don't have them all. VW Jawbreaker, JW Classic VW, Classic Car Creations. This one came from E-Man Deluxe. And somewhere around here, maybe I didn't pick it up, I've also got VW Life and a few others that people have sent to me. A few that people have even just handed to me. Yeah, they're around here somewhere. I've got them. Is this it? Nope. No, that's Skeeter the Duck stickers. We got those too. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Let's go ahead and stick with what we've got and open the next package. What we got? Look at this. This is from Amazon. Once again, hoping that there's a note in here. And I'm using a tool that's not designed to be used for that. Probably notice if you watch my channel, I'm pretty good at that. That's called abuse of a tool. Okay, this was crushed a little bit, but what is it? The original light bowl. Set favorite or rotate. What is it? Oh. It's a toilet light. That is pretty cool. Is there a battery in it, or do I have to stock my own? No, I got to stock my own batteries. That's not a problem. They're AAAs. How does it work? This is funny. This is really funny. Fit to toilet. Okay, loops over the side. Adjust the arm length to the right side. Install a light bulb. Drop the batteries. Only works in the dark, and it detects movement, and it will turn on and stay on for 2 minutes. Set it for a color or let them rotate. How to clean. I guess if you shit on your toilet light, it's probably something you'll have to take care of. Make sure the sensor is facing the door. Well, that's not a problem. Check that out. It's a toilet light, Skeeter. Maybe we should put it in your box for when you go poopy. I can't wait to try it. That's really cool. A toilet light. Now I'll never miss at night anymore. That's pretty awesome. But again, no note. No note packaged with it. Whoever sent it to me, once again, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, but I don't know who you are. I can't give you a proper thank you. Please attach a note when you do something from Amazon. Please, 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 please. I don't want you guys to feel left out. So we need to make sure that we get you covered. All right, we got a toilet light. Let's put that right there. That way we can see it with the rest of our stuff that we got today. Forgot our decals. We need to have them out here. Mileage unknown. All right. What else we got? We got the big box. Boom. This one comes from Richard Kemp in Victorville, California. And it busted open. And I hope that whatever he sent is all here. And I already know what that is. Oh yeah. I love that the box said do not crush on it, but it was crushed. I hope they're not busted up. But what this is, he sent me an email that he was going to send me something for the bus. These are side scoops that go over. Wow, that was taped on there really well. That go over the side air intake, the louvers that are on the side of the bus, so that way the air can get forced into them and essentially cool the engine better. I don't know how well they actually work. They were really a hot thing through the 70s. I don't know so much about through the 60s. But to have a set of these is kind of cool. The set that was on Gregory when I got Gregory were actually chipped and just falling off. They're going to need a little bit of body work and paint to make them match, but they're intact. We might use them. You want to use them, Skeeter? Yeah, you're a good girl. Yes, you're a very, very good girl. I'm so glad that you're helping me open these boxes. Yes, you're a very, very good girl. Put this in this box here, and this can go out in the trash. Far out. All right, we got that. That's pretty cool. Let's put them up and out of the way. That way everybody can see what we got. There you go. Look at that. You gonna help? And I got another gift from a local friend who was passing through. Well, he's not really local, but he was passing through this area. And he doesn't want to say who he is. But he gave me a set of pop-out windows. That's right, I got a set of pop-out windows. And the glass looks like it's in pretty good shape, but the most important thing that I needed is the hinge off of here, which I thought was bigger. I thought these things were twice the size. But the hinge is here, which I'm going to need. And it's also got the frame. And these frames can be formed to match the new glass that's going on Eleanor. And he gave me 2 of these. And based on the size of them, they look like they're from a late Beetle, 65 and up. And they're actually worth a small fortune on their own. I mean, a brand new set I think runs you about $450, $500. And a used set, geez, it might run you up to 2. So this was an awesome gift. Again, he doesn't want to say who he was. He wants to keep it hush-hush and quiet. I told him I'm going to demonstrate or show the what he's given to me anyway, and he was okay with that. But here they are. And this is awesome. I got a set of 2 of these. I'm going to be separating the frames from them and doing some measurements on the glass, because I'm curious if the glass that's in the Popouts is exactly the same as the glass that would normally go in without the Pop-Out, or if this is a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. I don't know. And that's got my curiosity, because it may affect the dimensions of the glass that I have to put in for Eleanor when I put this frame on. Anyway, they look to be in pretty good shape. They're not chrome. They are actually aluminum. I don't believe they're coated with anything, but I will polish the living crap out of them and then clear coat them, so that way they look nice and pretty. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Right, Skeeter? That's right. They're going on your car. Yes, your car. Maybe this could be a Skeeter the Duck box light like that. Yeah, it could light up your box. It'd be a little night light for ducks. Oh, it's okay. Her little molting feathers are so tender. She's so sore. The poor little baby. Yeah, you poor little baby. I know, you poor little girl. You poor little girl. Yesterday we took the day off. I celebrated Father's Day with my little girl. That's right, we spent the day together. Boomer was included too, but Boomer's kind of jerky, so he really didn't get to do a whole lot with me. But he did hang out with us anyway. We had chicken and french fries and ribs and sausages and potatoes and corn. And you ate all that crap. Yes, you did. Most of it came from Ranchero 302 Me's house. On Saturday night, he had a party and invited us over, and we pigged out. And then when we got home, he gave us a whole ton of it to take home, and we ate again. And we ate again in the morning the next day, and we ate again for lunch and for dinner, and we had some again tonight. So they were really, really good stuff. So subscribe to Ranchero 302 Me just the same. Check out Earls Channel. Earl's the guy who's going to be painting Eleanor. So if you want to see the paintwork that's going on there, as well as the color reveal, check out duckshit.net/CCC. Right. Skeeter the Duck has a YouTube channel and a Facebook, and you can also find her on our shared Instagram. If you're curious how to get to these websites, check out duckshit.net and look at the links that I've posted up there. That's right. You'll also find my mailing address if you'd like to send me anything for Mail Call Monday. Get it in here during the week, sometime during the week, and we'll bust the boxes open probably on a Friday night. And we'll get the video uploaded over the weekend for Patreons and be released to the public on Monday mornings. Thanks so much, you guys. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, this video is getting up a little bit late, but we just had a really busy day today. Thanks again. You take care. Hey, welcome back to the Midday Q&A. I'm your host, the Duckman. Well, today's Midday Q&A consists of a mail call, as you probably saw already opening up those boxes. But I'm currently on the way to go get my boxes because the mail company alerted me that 2 of them are sitting there waiting for me today. And I've got actually a stack of them, but I'm trying to be more consistent about recording mail calls on Mondays. That's right, mail call Monday. So I think what I'm going to start doing is start shooting it at the end of the week, putting it up for my Patreons early, of course, and then releasing it to the public on Monday morning. So that way Mail Call Monday is consistent with Monday. So that's what we're going to do this week, although today, however, any mail that came in, we're going to get this video up and it'll be released later tonight. I don't like putting up videos at night anymore because I feel like they're hurried. Rather, I get them finished at night and then release them the next morning. That way if I've made any mistakes or something I have to fix in editing, and this happens often, you got to go back and you got to go repair something. And it's just frustrating as all hell. Because sometimes if you have a longer video like these mail call ones usually are, where I include the recording, sometimes the rendering time takes a couple hours, and that just sucks. Of course, I don't have to do them in 4K. 4K just gives me gives the computer more time to process it, because you know, it's 4 times the resolution of a 1080 picture. So yeah, for mail call I don't have to do that. But for the rest of my videos, I like to do them at 4K. And for what it's worth, YouTube algorithm will actually push you a little bit higher for having a higher resolution video. And doing a little bit of reading about that, they will actually dock you if you run videos at a lower resolution. Something to think about if you're a YouTuber. Oh, well, Things that are happening in my life. Let's see. Right now I'm working on, as you've seen, the electric-powered pop-outs on Eleanor. That's right, the Beetle's got some electric pop-outs on the back. I didn't want to talk about that in advance because I get all the garbage comments from the peanut gallery about how dumb it's going to be or how stupid it is, or I'm not going to be able to get it to work. That's just like what everybody always tells me. I don't quite understand why, you know, after all the accomplishments that I've proven myself for, there's something as simple as that I couldn't do, but yeah. So I chose not to talk about it, and then I ended up just showing a proof of concept, and all of a sudden it was a wowzer. And while the video hasn't gone viral yet, it's probably the most popular video that I've released as of late. Yeah, even more popular and faster growing in views than the videos about Gregory, which I thought was kind of interesting. I mean, within 48 hours, 4,000 views, and even the Gregory videos didn't do that. No, not at all. I mean, they pushed 2,500 in 2-3 days. So yeah, that video really did well. Now, I don't know if that's just a sign of my channel growing and getting a lot more eyeballs, or if that's just because the subject was more interesting than that of just Gregory alone. But yeah, those are things left to be debated. But I wanted to get out there and work on those things a little more today, but what happened this morning is I started getting service calls at 6 a.m. to go repair stuff for people. And they were really, really annoying service calls, which have kept me busy for most of the day. Right now it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just finally getting back. And well, let me give you an idea as to what I had to do. The very first service call, the cash drawer wouldn't pop open. So I went there and I plugged the cable back into the cash drawer that somebody pulled out. I don't know why they pull it out. I don't know why they don't check it themselves. They have to jump through 3 levels of tech support before they even get me on the phone. Oh, that is a garbage phone call. Anyways, where was I? They have to jump through 3 levels of tech support before they can even get me on the phone for a service call. In other words, I'm level 4. I'm, you know, once it gets to me, you don't go beyond that. And in my situation, when I went out there, all I had to do was plug it in. So that means not only could the managers not figure it out, but 3 levels of tech support couldn't figure out to tell them to plug the damn wire back into it. So that was service call number 1. Service call number 2, the entire cash register had no power. Nobody knew any reason why. Did you hit the power button? Well, yeah, we hit the power button, but there's no lights. Okay. Is it plugged in? The answer was no. When I got on site, all I did was just plug the cash register back in, hit the power button on it, watch it boot up. There was no reason I had to be there for that one either. And then the third service call of the day, and this is the one that truly takes the cake. I mean, truly, this is the epitome of stupid people problems. They had a cash drawer that would not close. They just couldn't get it to close. It was open, it was stuck open, and they couldn't make it change from being open. Anyway, just before I got there, one of the other smarter managers came into the restaurant and said, oh, you know, hey, let's put the key in it and turn it and let's just close it. Some idiot opened the cash drawer, then locked it, took the key out of it, and then tried to close it. Well, when the little dingus is sticking out, there's no way the drawer's going to close. So they locked it open. I mean, talk about the most foolish things you could ever imagine. So again, nothing for me to repair and no reason for me to even be there. By the time that I got there, they didn't call to cancel the service ticket. You know, so I went all the way out there for that one for no real reason at all. And then there was a 4th service ticket that I opened because when I was on site for that one, I looked at the cash drawer at the register next to it and all the screws were falling out of it. So I figured, well, while I'm here, let me fix this because they're just going to call me back for it in the future on another day and, you know, just annoy me about it. So let's open up a ticket, solve the problem, and then leave. So anyway, after all that nonsense, by the time that I ate something and got back home, it was, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I had to give Skeeter a little bit of time. I had to get caught up on my emails and stuff, and now I'm back out on the road again going towards my mailbox. Unfortunately, my mailbox was in the wrong direction from where I was working today, so it wasn't possible for me to just drive on out this way to go pick up my mail. Otherwise, I would have done it earlier. Great, I'm behind a bunch of cars on this road. And this is the road where everybody likes to slow down for these damn speed bumps. You don't have to slow down that much for these speed bumps, especially these. These are like little flat ones. This is kind of a big one, though. Yeah, that's probably the biggest one on the road, but the rest of them are kind of flat. I don't even know why they call it a speed bump, because it's really not. Yeah, this one here is a flat bump. Well, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going gonna avoid these cars up ahead by making a right turn here. And then a left turn at the stop sign. Oh, sniffly, sniffly. And now we got one bozo ahead of us instead of two. And here's a true speed bump. They put some new ones in on this road, and that was one of the big ones. Slow down, my ass. Shut up. I'm doing a whole 26 and a 25. Oh, slow down. You're going too fast. This is one of the speed bumps too. This is not really a big one. It's just it's not a very graceful bump. You hit the edge of it, it's like hitting a curb. Speed bump is square. Not literally, but you guys get it. It's kind of steep on the edges. Alright, let's see how long this guy sits here without going. Oh, he actually went. I'll be damned. Alright. Nothing for me to complain about if he's going to keep moving. Alright, well, I got to continue to work on those electric power pop-out motors. Finish getting them mounted. I'll probably try to get back on that today when I get home. We'll see how I feel. Getting up that early, I really could use a nap, but you know, that's just burning up daylight, and that's just a bad idea because Eleanor needs to go off to Earl. And once again, I say it in almost every video since Earl has visited, you got to get over to Earl's channel and you have to subscribe. If you don't know how to get to Earl's channel, it's real easy. Open up your favorite web browser, type in duckshit.net/CCC, and it will take you directly to Earl's channel. And you make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you don't subscribe to Earl, you're going to miss out on Eleanor getting all of her final body work and paint. Because Earl will be doing all the hard finishing work. And she's going to come back to me beautifully flat and shiny. And then you want to know what color she's going to be? You're going to need to watch Earl's channel, because Earl's going to be doing the color reveal when he actually lays that first drop of paint on that car. So, if you don't watch it, you're going to miss it. I got to finish working on the passenger side hidden hinges too. Really, that one is really easy. I just got to finish up some of the welds on it. I mean, like I said, easy. Finish up some of the welds. Once the welds are done, do a little bit of grinding, a little bit of patching here and there. There's a couple places where I made the holes a little bit big because I was playing with the hinges, trying to get them aligned the way I wanted them. And now that they're in spot, I do have to fill the holes, but when I go over to the driver's side and I do the same cuts, I don't have to make the holes nearly as big because I know exactly where they need to be this time around. So I should be able to just slot them right into place and then just weld them right in. So there's going to be, well, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot less work on the driver's side. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that when I get to that point. And hopefully I'll be to that point sometime this week. Seeing as how the passenger side door took me about, I'd say about a week to put it together. I think I have about 5 or 6 or 7 videos on that. Each time I put about 2 hours into it. So you figure that's a total of about 14 hours. Some days were a little bit longer, some days were a little bit less, but I got about 14 hours of work into making those hinges work. So if I did it in a typical work day, it would be 2 work days. And now that I know how to do it, I think the driver's side will probably be about half the amount of time. So if I could put 1 day into it, one of my days off, I think from start to finish I could probably have it done. Anyway, that's a goal. Let's see if we can get that thing squared away. I want both of those sides done. Get them looking nice, make sure they're functional, make sure the doors aren't floppy. And that's one of the problems. The passenger side sags a little bit because where I had to put the cut into the front quarter panel so I could drop the hinge apparatus down inside the body. When I lift and drop the door, it opens and closes like this. So that's definitely a weak spot. I had no idea that that little piece of metal right there provided that much structural rigidity. But anyway, there's a lot of things that people have told me that I should do there to make it more rigid, but the answer is just lift the door up a little bit and then weld the seams back shut. And some people say, well, why are you going to lift the door? Well, the door is going to have some natural sag. So if I weld it in while it's in a higher position, it'll probably sag right into its natural position. So yeah, real simply put, raise it up just a little bit and then let it fall down to where it needs to be. As I finish welding the the B-pillar up also, it's probably going to pull the door up anyway, because some of that stuff isn't finished welding yet, so there might be a little bit of flex in there someplace. Might just be a little bit. Nothing too alarming or concerning, but once I get the rest of the welds in there, it should stiffen right back up. I mean, I don't see why not. I really don't. I really don't. Well, anyway, after I get done with those motors and I get done with the hidden hinges on the doors, there's a lot of little patchwork that I need to do. You know, there's a little hole here and there. That's a little half-inch sized hole around the windshield frame that needs to be patched up. I need to make the hood release mechanism work because it was kind of butchered on the donor panel that I put in there. I still have the original Eleanor one, but that's pretty rusted out, so I don't know if it's still usable. I mean, if I can salvage it, that'd be great. But I think there's supposed to be a galvanized color of metal, and if I sandblast the rust off of it, well, it's going to lose that color. Painting it just isn't going to do it any justice, so I don't know if I can galvanize steel at home. I'll look at that. Maybe I can throw it in a bucket of water and using electrolysis process. Maybe I can get the zinc to stick back to it. That would be kind of nice. I'm not going to really put too much thought into it, but if that is possible, I'll give it a shot. What the hell? And that'll give it a nice finished look, but I don't think it's something that's going to work too well at home. Put all that back together, get the hood mechanism to work. Oh, I also need to work on a tube that comes from the hood release mechanism up to the driver's area, so that way I can pull on the handle and pop the hood. Because currently there's no tube in there at all. That donor front end that I got, which is actually from a much later Beetle, just didn't have it. And I think the 69 has the hood release mechanism is actually in the glove box. And it has like a bicycle cable on it. So you just kind of drop a piece of cable down in there and run it up that way, whereas the old classic Beetles actually had a hard tube that was welded to the body that you fed the wire through. And I'm thinking I like that idea a whole lot better, although it would be kind of nice to just hide it, you know, obscure it so it's up under the body somewhere where you can't see it at all. I don't know. I got things to think about there. There's no reason I should make it like stock. If I can just hide that kind of stuff and streamline it, I can make it look like it was stock, but better than stock. You know, like it's one of those things, the Volkswagen factory put a little extra time into building the car, and instead of having, you know, a budget car, they had a slightly above budget car. Well, we are over at 2B Postal. If you're in the Pensacola area and need a mailbox, that's the place I would go. Hey, it's the place that I did go. All right, we're gonna go inside and get my mail, and I will be back in just a minute. All right, well, we got 4 packages. I thought it was gonna be 2. Don't know exactly what's in them yet, but once again, you guys get to see the future. I haven't been there yet, but since I opened up the packages at the beginning of the video, yeah, you guys already know. One of the boxes, and I love guessing right now because I never know what it's going to be. One of the envelopes is from a Mazda dealership. I don't know what that could be. Maybe it's a gift certificate to buy a Mazda or something. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not going to give my hopes up on that one. I don't need a Mazda, but I thought it was kind of cool anyway. I got a little package here from Amazon. I got something else from Bill. Well, he calls himself Horshack. Horshack, looks like it might be a license plate. I don't know what's inside of there. That could be anything. It doesn't feel like a license plate because I don't feel any raised numbers or letters, but it's about the same size as a license plate. I got another box that says do not crush, but looks like it has been crushed from Richard Kemp, one of our viewers. And I had a 4th package in here, and now I don't see it. Where is it? Oh, I already mentioned it. It was the one in the Mazda envelope. Yep. I don't even know where it went now. It's lost somewhere here in the car. Well, it was in my hand seconds ago, and now it's not here. Probably went under the seat. And we're going to get home and get these things open. I don't know what's for Skeeter or what's for me, so we're going to sit down with little Skeeter in her favorite little box, and together we're going to open up our presents. That's right, mail call video. I've been putting these mail call videos very, very sporadically at odd dates. I just wait for a bunch of stuff to come in and then I release the video, you know, whenever the stuff is here. And I might have already mentioned this in the video. I don't remember. My mind is a little squirrely right now because I've been thinking about so much that's been happening at work. Oh, but anyway, what I'm going to do is just collect the packages during the week, and I'll probably bust the box open on Friday, record the video, release it to Patreons Friday night for the weekend, and then Monday morning release it to the public, so that way it is consistently mail call Monday. At least that's my thought anyway. We'll see what happens with that and how consistent I can be with it. Consistency is the key on YouTube, and if you can keep those videos getting uploaded at regular times when people are expecting them, you're going to get a better audience. And that's what I've been trying to do. I really try to get a video up just about every day. And I don't know a whole lot of other guys working on their Volkswagens or any other cars that upload daily. And of course I have, 3 channels that I support primarily. Skeeter's really, I hardly get anything up on there anymore because, well, she's getting old and she sleeps a lot. She really sleeps a lot, so she's been joining me more for my mail call videos and other things associated with that, as well as occasionally when we make it to a car show. But yeah, I try to put up my personal stuff up here on Skeeter the Duck VV, and then put all my Volkswagen and motorcycle related stuff up on DuckmanCycles. And I do need to get more motorcycle related stuff up there because, geez, I haven't touched my bikes now in a few months. In fact, I was just hooking up a battery tender from Basil over there in the UK that he sent to me just this week to try to preserve the battery on the Ninja 250. The Ninja 250 has just been sitting and the battery's been getting, yeah, you hit that button and and that's all you get. And even the neutral light will just go out because it killed the battery that flat. Anyway, I put a regular charger on it, got it to charge, put the battery tender on it, and now it turns it over and it will start, but it's kind of on the weak side. You get 1 attempt is pretty much where it's at. If it starts during that 1 attempt, which it almost always does, I mean, Ninja 250 rarely ever doesn't start, then you're fine. But if it doesn't start for some reason, well, you're cooked. That's all you get is 1 try. So that battery is probably shot. It's probably shot. It's doing all the same stuff that the fastback battery was doing about a year ago. Oh wow, they're tearing down the Sears garage. Sears used to be over here on the right. They closed that down, well, I don't know, several months ago, maybe right around Christmas, or maybe even just after Christmas, but they were pretty quick about tearing the building down after that. And I wondered what they were going to do with the service department for the tires and other auto, and it looks like they're just tearing the whole building down. That building, I would have loved to have gotten that one. It was 2 stories and had a huge work area underneath, and it's in a real busy street corner where people could see my projects. That's something I really like, if I could have not only a shop, but that I could actually have some street exposure. So if I am working on a Volkswagen or something, maybe I can take in another project, or maybe I could work on somebody else's car, and that's going to keep the YouTube channel going, and I can demonstrate that. It's not going to be a regular business. No. I don't want a regular business for that. I really want to work on my own side projects and only the things that I choose to work on. It's nice to make a little money on the side, but I want them more to be my projects, because if they're my projects, the only customer service I have to deal with is myself. Dealing with customer service is the thing that will slow you down in your life. If you have any type of product that you have to sell, or any way you have to do anything for anybody else, customer service is going to be what kills you. And I'm just not interested in it. I'm just not. I mean, you have to handle everything from the time that you first walk in the door and you shake their hand, introduce themselves, and then tell them about your project. There's time. There's a lot of time that goes, and you hardly get paid for any of it. When you finally sell your product, that you made money on that, but then all the time you wasted on it, you probably lost money because you could have been making money on other things. See, customer service is not something I really want to get into. No, I might work on some stuff for some local friends or something, and maybe a friend of a friend type thing, but I really don't want to do a whole lot with customer service. It's going to be strictly a project shop, and occasionally I might let some of my stuff go, like the white Beetle, for example, the yellow Carmen Ghia that I've got, or the Sandrail that eventually I'm going to put together. I don't know when. Eleanor and Gregory are staying, unless somebody gives me a really stupid offer. That was a Ninja 250 with no muffler. Wow, that was loud. So yeah, I don't have any intent of selling Eleanor or Gregory. And for that matter, I'd like to also keep my Ninja 250 and my SV650, although right now the problem is I just don't have enough room and things are just in the way. And I'm really tired of things just being in the way. It's just too many things in the way. It's driving me nuts every time I go through the garage or even walk through my house right now. Because my house is just full of Volkswagen parts. And not just Volkswagen parts, it's also full of computer parts related to work. And I'm not one of those people that's so incredibly sloppy that there's just walk trails through everything to get you through the house. No, I have full hallways, and I have to have full hallways. Because I'm a big guy. You know, my shoulders are almost 2 feet wide. I forget what the actual measurement was. It was like 23 inches or something. My shoulders are really, really wide. 24-inch doorways, I usually don't fit through if it has a door in it. If there's no door in it, I can walk through it fine. If there is a door in it, I gotta step through it sideways. If I'm in a shower with a sliding door that closes shut, most of them are so narrow that my elbows have to be pulled into my sides, because your elbows typically hang a little wider than your shoulders do. So I have to pull my arms into my sides, and it just feels really cramped. Really cramped. I'm not claustrophobic by any means, it's just it's uncomfortable having to pull your body into a not so natural position. But my shoulders are incredible. That's something that people don't seem to realize, and even when I got sized for a suit, even I didn't realize this until that day. And I might have mentioned this in a video before, but I got up on the pedestal where the tailor comes and, you know, takes all your physical measurements so they can make you a suit, or at least take in a suit that'll fit you. And when I stood up there and he measured across my shoulders, he shouted out the numbers to the girl that was behind the computer that was typing everything in, and she paused for a second and looked up and made him repeat the number. And he repeated it again, and she said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." So I, you know, of course, standing right there, I saw this transaction happen, going back and forth, and I said, "What happened? What's wrong?" And she says, "Nothing." She just said, "Your shoulders are, you know, 6 inches wider than the average person, and you're gonna be a little hard to fit into a suit." I said, "Really? My shoulders are that big?" I said, "I'm not even working out right now. Imagine if I get back to the weightlifting." And she laughed. She says, "Yeah, cut back on the weightlifting and the protein." She says, "Your shoulders are big enough." And that was coming from a very, very attractive blonde. Anyway, when the guy ran into the back to grab a coat to see if it would fit on me, it was the biggest fat man coat that I think I had ever seen. And he said, "How's it fit?" I said, "Well, it's enormous. I said, I'm swimming in this thing. It's just huge." He says, "But how does it fit on your shoulders?" I said, "Well, up there it feels fine." He says, "Good, because it's your size." So they gave me some fat man's coat and they took it in, and I don't think they took it in enough. I mean, it looked enormous on me, even at the wedding that I attended. It was just massive. It did not look properly tailored. But everybody else's suit that was at the wedding came from the same place too, so we all looked alike. We were all fitted exactly the same way, so I guess it wasn't so bad. But it's not how I would desire it. I like something that's more form-fitting. So I have a pretty good form. If it wasn't for this fat belly that I started to gain in recent months. Which, by the way, went completely flat the other day. That was an interesting story. I don't know what came over me. I woke up one morning and I just started shitting. And then I kept shitting. And I know you guys really don't want to hear this, but I mean, I think it's fascinating. But I mean, I just kept shitting and shitting and shitting. And it wasn't even like I was having some kind of sick problem. It was just like, it was like normal, regular, solid shit. Just one after the next. It was just incredible. I mean, completely incredible. And when I stood up to get off the bowl, I couldn't believe it. I could breathe normally. I didn't feel like there was any pressure inside of me. And my abdomen was nearly completely flat. And I've always had a little bit of a fat layer on there anyway. But I mean, it was almost completely flat. It did not stick out like it used to. But over the last week, I guess it's been, it started to gradually push back out again. So I think what my trouble is isn't just that I've gotten fat. I think I'm actually, well, just full of shit. So I don't know. I mean, I am regular. I go like a normal person, or at least what I think a normal person should be, at least once or twice a day. You know, and they're about the diameter of my wrist and about as long as my forearm. And, you know, I think I'm healthy in that department, but apparently there's just a lot more in there. So anyway, I gotta possibly just try eating a little more fiber and see if I can just push it through, but more frequently, I suppose, is what it is, and I think that would flatten out my abdomen a lot. I have gained some weight recently too, so I'm sure that's not helping anything either. But when I got on a scale afterwards, I had lost something like 7.5, 8 pounds. You know, all in that shit. That was just, to me, that was just amazing. Holy crap, that much shit came out of me. Wow. Well, anyway, thankfully I wasn't sore. And thankfully I had my tablet with me too, that I could, you know, answer your YouTube comments. All you guys were YouTubing me that morning. That's one of the things that I do first thing in the morning, is typically I fire up the tablet and start answering comments as fast as I can. And then if I have any much longer answers that I need to give people, I wait until I actually get up out of bed to my computer, and then I actually use a physical keyboard to type it out. This tablet just doesn't cut it for me. I could type out much more quickly on a keyboard. In fact, I could type as fast or faster than I can speak. I forget what my words per minute is, but it's freaking ridiculous. It's really fast. People always think I'm pretending. When they used to hear me hammering on the keys in my office, when they're on the other side of the office, they just hear the rattling of the keys. They're like, "Is that you typing?" "Yeah." "Are you really typing that fast?" "Yeah, that's normal." Incredible. And again, I don't know what my words per minute is. I know I have a problem with accuracy. Extremely fast, but I have a tendency to make a lot of typos, and that, of course, will slow down your words per minute. But if you just include the words per minute, it's probably something stupid like 100 to 120 words per minute. I mean, it's really fast. Incredibly fast. A friend of mine and I used to type back and forth sitting in the office. We would send text messages to each other, even though we were right next to each other, because we didn't want the entire office to hear what we were talking about. That office was full of a whole bunch of assholes and people that were, they played favorites. You know, they played favorites. The building manager liked to favor his kids that he hired to work there in our call center, who were supposed to be working under my friend, who was their boss. But he would circumvent everything. Even though he's a different department, he would still supersede. It's like, you know, you need to shut up. This is not your department. You know, anyway. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of that one. Really glad to be out of that one. Well, we're almost home. We're almost home. So I'm going to call this recording quits. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, Mail Call Monday is going to be on Monday. So please like, comment, subscribe. Pluck that dingle belly that you see down below there. And if you'd like to email me, DuckmanCycles@duckshit.net. And don't forget, if you want to check out my website where all my other social media links are, and you can find me on most of the major ones, check out duckshit.net, my website. All the links are up there to all my different YouTube channels, as well as my Instagram, Twitter, and all of my different Facebook pages. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that I do, and hopefully you find what you're looking for there. And if you'd like to ask me a question, send it to any one of those, or DuckmanCycles@duckshit.net. Thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. See you next week.